And then TV USA is calling me, their spokesperson, saying, well, let me give you the full story. But yeah, this Man of Steel thing, that's when I was like, whoa.
Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones drop bombshells truth nukes. And they are going against what the mainstream is telling us. And I am bringing you that news because apparently Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones aren't allowed on YouTube, even though YouTube said they would reinstate old banned accounts. So unfortunately for them, they cannot monetize or post about this on YouTube, but I can by proxy. So let's get into it because you will not want to miss any of this. I have a couple clips of the most shocking information from this entire interview from a couple days ago. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So this first clip revolves around Nick Fuentes says that Charlie Kirk's Man of Steel magic bullet theory makes zero sense. He said this on Alex Jones's show. And Nick said, this makes me want to ask even more questiones. Let's get into it, my cajones.
We get Andrew Colvett, who comes out last week, and he says, based on evidence apparently that he received from the attending physician, from the surgeon, he says that he was authorized to say, and it was shared with him, that the bullet miraculously stopped because Charlie Kirk's bone density was so healthy and so strong that it stopped the bullet in its tracks and prevented other people from dying. And, you know, that's where you got to pump the brakes and say, wait a second, is that really the word choice we want to go with? Magic
that's
bullet.
When I pumped the brakes Saturdays when I went, okay, now we've got... And then TV USA is calling me, their spokesperson, saying, well, let me give you the full story. But yeah, this Man of Steel thing, that's when I was like, whoa.
Right, because initially I'm willing to believe, and I think it's true, that there are left-wing nut jobs that want to kill people like Charlie Kirk. It happens. There was a shooter at a Catholic church in Minneapolis a few weeks ago, another left-wing person.
A guy came to kill you this year and got killed by police an hour later.
Insane.
Exactly. And so this is a problem. Luigi Mangione, this is something going on in the country. I'm willing to believe if there's evidence that that's the explanation. But when they come in and say Man of Steel, miracle, magic bullet, magic skeleton, that's where I got to say, hang on a second. Yeah, I know that doesn't make sense. So now I'm asking even more questions, actually. That's an answer that raises more questions that actually it answers.
That's a valid point from Nick. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, by the way. What did you think about that take? In my opinion, it's like if you want to shut down all these conspiracy theories, just release the autopsy, show us the bullet, and we can call it a freaking day. I'm not trying to say that there's malice here or some tampering, evidence tampering. I'm just saying it is a little shady baka, if I do say so myself. It's like, it seems like the perfect story. It's like you're putting the icing on the cake. You're tying it up with a ribbon and making it seem so amazing, immaculate, and truthfully not natural, like the supernatural. You know what I mean? Do you guys comprende or no? It's okay if you don't. I don't get what I say half the time either.
And the thing about this Andrew Colvett guy, and I don't know him personally, I've never met him, but Candace actually had a good point about this. A lot of people don't know. This is a PR guy. This is a public relations guy. That's what he does for Turning Point USA. That's actually what he did for a company called the Kairos Company. That's where he worked from 2014 to 2019.
I'm just thinking about like, imagine, wow, I say like way too much. Like that is so like cringe, Isabella. Let's just, for the hypothetical, assume that I'm like some big political commentator that needs a PR person. Imagine being my PR guy. It's like the typical PR person would really tell me to reel it back, shut the F up, kind of like my husband. But if I were to hire a PR person, that PR person would be commanded to make sure I don't sound gay, feminist, etc. It's like, no, these are my standards. Everyone else's standards. Do the opposite.
With Marissa Straight?
I'm like a PR person's worst nightmare, honestly. No, not worst nightmare. The worst nightmares would be probably Nick and Gypsy Crusader Paul Miller, but then me, maybe. I don't know. I'm not that important. But you know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, PR crisis, Isabella. It's like, how can I go a day without tweeting a certain word that rhymes with gigger? Probably not.
Of Prager University with one of these big reverends that's so a Christian Zionist. That was a public relations firm. He represents himself as a fixer. He is a Christian Zionist, pro-Israel fixer. And so if it's that guy, because I'll be super honest with you about how my thinking has been changing over time on this. when he first said that, my first thought was, why would Charlie Kirk's producer and best friend, why would he lie? What would be in it for someone like him to lie or cover it up? If this Man of Steel, Superman thing, if that's a cover up, why would someone so close to Kirk and friendly and working with him, why would he lie about it? But then you dig into his background and you find that this guy is a fixer. He's a PR guy for the Christian Zionists. He was actually there over Charlie Kirk's shoulder at the focus group after the SAS conference where Tucker spoke and Dave Smith debated Josh Hammer. It was Colvett, the producer, who was hanging behind Kirk and saying, I think we could all agree that we talk about Israel a whole lot less. I think we could all agree that we don't want to talk about that anymore. And so it's things like that that actually just have to be answered. And I will say I'm glad Kash Patel, of course, came out a few days after that. And he listed.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Jeet Patel. Comment down below, Jeet Patel for the algo. And while you're at it, why are you not subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and liking the video? Like, what are you doing with your life? Gosh, we need to have, this is an intervention. You guys need to step it up. Okay. Do all the above. I'm not going to keep nagging, but do your job.
All of these discrepancies. He talked about theories of different shooters and the bullet caliber and all these different things.
Which shows they know there's massive pressure.
Yeah, I mean, undeniably so. There's massive pressure because, I mean, Charlie Kirk's assassination, it hit America. I mean, I've never personally talked to Charlie, never met him. He's followed me on social media. I've heard that he would send in my tweets that he found funny in group chats, but that was the extent of it. But still, I was really sad, and I'm still really sad. I'm actually still shocked to this day by how much his death hit me, even though I've never met him or talked to him, because he just seems like such a good stand-up, genuine, good guy. You know what I mean? Like a good guy. And yeah, we had some political disagreements, like the same ones that Nick has with him, but still, he did not deserve that at all. His wife and kids did not deserve that. His parents didn't deserve that. And all of his friends and coworkers around him did not deserve to undergo that. So I just want to say I'm still shaken up by it. I'm not just trying to be performative. Okay. I hate talking about serious things. I never like to cry, especially not posting it online. But the day after his assassination, obviously, I'm like, well, before I post another typical hateful bitch content on YouTube, I have to address Charlie Kirk's assassination. So I went live. For the first time ever, I didn't set a super chat goal of however many super chats to get me to say the N-word hard R. It didn't feel like quite the time. But just talking about it, kind of, I teared up on the stream. If you want to watch the stream, become a member, $5 a month. You get access to all of my live streams, which as soon as I'm done going live, I have to take them down immediately and make them members only because YouTube will silence this bitch. I know, typical. So just letting you guys know that. Become a member, $5 a month. And I've been going live a lot lately, so there's a lot of live streams that you guys could catch up on. And I have to go live so late at night because I have to wait until my daughter's in bed for the night, which is at like 8, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you're on the East Coast, bitch, you can't even watch live. So there's your freaking out, okay? Become a member. But I teared up multiple times on the live stream. I mean, and I was trying so hard not to. I promise it was not performative. I was trying so hard not to. And it sucks. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm done talking about it. All right. Last but not least, here's this next clip. And this is where Nick Fuentes drops a truth freaking nuke, okay? A truth freaking nuke. Did you get that? Did you write that down in your notes? Because every time you watch one of my videos, you must be writing down notes because this is so intellectual and so freaking #informative. Obviously, if you didn't catch my drift about me being like satirical, I'm kidding, then you need to go back to like, I don't know, preschool. Anyways, Nick Fuentes drops this truth nuke on Alex Jones stating that Trump isn't against the globalists. He's now one of them who's even resisting Trump anymore. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at too. So let me just show you guys this.
In general, when you say the globalists are coming after Trump, I almost don't know who you're talking about anymore because who attended Trump's inauguration? It was Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk.
Exactly.
It was all the
Jeff Bezos and his new wife's freaking plastic ass body, even though she still looks like a freaking transgender sex robot. Like she literally looks like Blair White. And that is the biggest insult you could have. I'm not saying that Blair White is so ugly. I'm not trying to hate on him. I'm just saying to be compared to it's no complimento, bitch. Okay. And he's like one of the richest men ever Damn, upgrade. What is with these freaking rich billionaires getting with below mid weird bitches like Ashley St. Clair? Really? Elon, really? I know you're autistic, but really? I know you're South African, but so really? Gosh.
Big tech and little tech people. I saw a clip from CNN the other day, and a presenter on CNN said Trump is brilliant. He's a mastermind. And what were they talking about? His cover up of the Epstein files. So it's like gross. CNN and the New York Times. It's like room service journalism for.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is why I always say the hatred and condemnation from my enemies is the best endorsement ever, #ever, because why would you want shitty people to like you and support you? That's actually one of my biggest critiques of people within the conservative movement, Trump being included in that, of course, being that why are you wanting the approval of these freaking demonic monsters who hate us? They don't want us to sit with us. We'll never sit with them. And that's okay. We should be proud not to sit with them. Why would you want to? I don't get it.
Trump, in the middle of this giant scandal, he's walking on the roof and they're saying, Mr. President, why are you on the roof today? Like, who's even resisting Trump anymore? Silicon Valley and Wall Street are in bed with Trump. The Democrats.
It's like Trump's OG supporters in 2015 when he announced being president or running for president, the ones that really believed in him before it seemed like he could actually win or until he won. We're the ones that are turning away from him now because we're like, hey, where was this freaking asshole who said all illegal immigrants are rapists? Where's this guy? We miss him. Okay, he's not orange enough. He's not tanning enough. Something's off. Is he a clone? Alex Jones, is he a clone? Let me know. Is he a reptile? Is he a gay frog?
Democrats have no resistance. The law enforcement, little tech, these up and comers like
Sorry, I was just looking at my phone and I dropped it and I don't feel like re-recording this part. So enjoy that little bloopy bloop.
OpenAI, Palantir, Anduril, these guys are all behind Trump. So I just kind of look at the whole situation. I survey the whole landscape and they're
behind Trump and they're banging Trump from behind. And it goes to show globalists are freaking gay. And it's disgusting.
I say, I just don't see the resistance. I don't see Trump anymore as a figure that is actually against the globalists. That's a big reason why I turned on him. He's supporting the war in Gaza. He's clearly unwilling to restrain Israel. He's in bed with little tech and big tech in Silicon Valley, and JD Vance is the nexus for that. He cut the corporate tax rate and won't deport the illegal laborers on behalf of Wall Street. He's trying to get Jerome Powell to cut the interest rates to charge up the economy. It's like, I'll
cut it off there. But realistically, it seems like Trump is having an orgy with everyone evil in this world. So #love Trump's hate. Hillary Clinton, please run again. I will vote for you. I'll vote for your demise, you evil freaking demonic bitch. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry I have not posted in the past week. I was temporarily banned from posting on YouTube. So annoying. But make sure you subscribe, turn notification bells on, do it all. Comment an orange heart if you made it to the end of the video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both at Isabella is Moody. Just in case I get banned here, I should probably start a Rumble, but Rumble is so cringe and gay and has no algorithm, and I hate the platform. But if I must, I will. So yeah, just make sure that you're keeping up, okay? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about the bullet theory. Are you feeling this is Sussy Baka, or are you believing in the story? I'm not saying the story's false, by the way. I'm just reporting on what Nick and Alex Jones were speculating about it. What do you think about it? I would love to know. Maybe I'll do a video going over the comments of what you guys think about the situation, and I can start reacting to what you guys have to say because you guys are smarter than everyone else. Just kidding. You guys aren't smarter than Nick Fuentes, but I mean, you guys are pretty smart, okay? Anyways, have a good day. Bye.